massive. For the first time in 15 years, we're taken to the stage with the ultimate pop-punk icons. Because for one night only, Uncut, it's Blondie.
Muchas gracias. Atomic. Make me
you've decided to come back after such a long time away. Whose idea was the reunion?
I was approached by this guy from our management company, from Left Bank Management, and he sort of fed me this scenario of what it would be like, and he gave me this whole spiel about how, you'll be there, you'll come out on stage, and they'll say, it's Blondie, and da-da-da. Anyway, to make a long...
He took it, he bit.
Yeah,
he went for it, yeah.
And I sort of pictured it in my head in a different way than I had in the past, and the reality of it seemed a little more credible than I had considered it. So I tried to convince Debbie.
And was he convincing? Well, obviously.
Obviously. I'm here, we're here, we've done it. It took a little doing, and we sort of just sort of approached it slowly and built up our concept over a couple of years and brought it all together and finally put out a record.
Following my lust for wonder, everywhere I've ever been. I can't escape from the sound of it, the sound of my screaming skin. My skin cries, my blood sighs, but I still have some dread on this side. Following my trust in wonder, I watch the circus begin. I can't ignore the scent of it, the scent of my screaming skin. My skin cries, my blood sighs, but I still have some dread on this tide. Allowing for my strength to muster, my losses begin to win. Tropical breeze start to bluster, raising the fur on my skin. My skin cries, my blood sighs, but I still owe some dread on this hide. If I have been sculpted by hunger, I'm not the only one. My skin cries, my spirits rise, but I still have some dread on this line. of mine. I'm a multi-cellular. Way out of proportion. We've got the hemodynamic connection. Non-form germ.
There's a lot of fans here that kind of grew up with Blondie, so now they actually get to see us in the flesh. You know, they kind of never imagined it would happen, and I kind of share their excitement.
Did you ever imagine that it would happen again for you?
In the back of my mind, I thought perhaps someday it would. I was aware of the fact that the music never kind of went away, and obviously Debbie had to want to do it. And the time seems right now with the this turn of the century and all these other things that are going on. So I think we're trying to fight the ageism factor of rock and roll.
It's essentially a classic Blondie track, isn't it? It's what we know and love you for. What do you say?
It's a real pop song.
Yeah.
The overall theme of the record, of the cover art, is sort of surveillance.
Was Maria your first choice for the single?
We leave it up to the,
The
people out
marketing
there,
people, yeah.
out in the world.
That's a very brave thing to do.
Well, my choices are always way off the wall. I mean, I would have done something completely odd. Like she don't care, smooth as silk, cool as air. Ooh, it makes you wanna cry. Doesn't know your name, and your heart beats like a subway train. Ooh, it makes you wanna die. Ooh, don't you wanna take her? You wanna make her all your own. I've seen this thing before in my best friend and the boy next door. Fool for love and fool on fire. One coming from the rain, she's oceans running down the drain. Blue as ice and desire. Don't you wanna take her? Don't you wanna take her home? Maria, you've got to see her. Go insane and out of your mind. Regina, don't you wanna break her?
Talks like she don't care. Walking on imported air. Ooh, it makes you wanna cry. She's like a millionaire. Walking on imported air. Ooh, it makes you wanna die. Yeah! You've got to see her. Go insane and out of love. Let you go, all ever real. A million and one candlelight. Yeah.
For me, the 16 years off were more surreal than the time we're together.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it just feels so natural to be with these people. It feels very, very natural.
You know, we're together for 8 years when we stopped working together, so that's a fairly long time for a group of people to be together, any group of people. I mean, people change jobs or things, you know, more frequency than that. I mean, we weren't married to each other. It wasn't a lifelong commitment. So 8 years is quite a long time, and so now we feel as though we're able to do it again now, and we've all gone off and had our life experiences, and we've all collaborated with other musicians through the years, and we bring all that to the table when we come back together.
Days before time, the light was alive with the essence of power. And from that power were born beings who lived on the edge of eternity. And they spread their wings and soared through the ancient air. The beating of their wings made the winds, and the winds made the seas. And from the sea came the life of the earth. Cast upon the sea, the winds of the past, a promise be. Waters deep are calling me, asking my sleep as lovers three. Give me see the winds of past, a promise free. Waters deep uncover me, a scream of sleep as lovers three. Forgive and forget. Forgive and forget. Forgive and forget.
Definitely remember the first British stuff. I remember the first gig and being so surprised by the level of enthusiasm that
Yeah.
we were confronted with here compared to the States, because at that time in the States everybody wasn't that physically into being an audience as they were here. And when we got here and everybody just started going mad and jumping around and pogoing and everything, that was really exciting.
When I met you in the restaurant,
punk scene was always very much built around small venues. It was a kind of a cult thing when you first arrived here, however many years ago that was.
I really enjoyed being on a small stage and vibing with people, like looking over to people and being able to speak to them while I'm playing. It was great. It was a lot of fun.
And how do you sit down to decide upon the set list for a show like that? You've got 8 numbers. Which
Well,
ones?
we wanted to do the songs from the new record, so we tried to do 4 or 5 songs from the new record and then just a few of the well-known songs. And it wasn't like didn't want to go there and play for 2 hours, otherwise we could have kept going and played song after song. But that basically was the idea, to play some of the new songs.
Your personal favourites of all the tracks that you've recorded?
Well, I don't know. I guess of the sort of more famous ones, Rapture always stays with me. You know, it's got so many great elements, and it's a great song for performance.
You go out at night, eating cars, read Cadillacs, Lincolns too, Mercury and Subaru, and you don't stop. You keep on eating cars. Then, when there's no more cars, you go out at night, eating bars where the people meet. Face to face, dance cheek to cheek, toe to toe, don't move too slow, cause a man from Mars, he's stupid cars, he's eating bars, yeah, door to door, wall to wall, hall to hall, we're gonna eat them all. Rapture, be pure, take a tour through the sewer, don't strain your brain, paint the train, then you'll be singing in the rain, and you don't stop, do the punk rock. sure shot. Cause he made from Mars. He's doing cars, he's doing bars. And now he only eats guitars. Get up!
There's four of us, but we all have to work for Blondie. It's like an outside thing we have to take care of.
Could have kept the legend and the myth alive, but we chose to create a new myth, new legends. So.
It was a gas. Soon turned out had a heart of glass. So not the real thing or let you fall. Much mistrust, love gone behind. I tell you, and it was divine. Soon found out I was losing my mind. Still not the real thing I was so blind. Much mistrust, love gone behind. In between, what I find is pleasing and I'm feeling fine. Love is so confusing, there's no peace of mind. If I fear I'm losing you, it's just no good. You tease me like that. It was a gas. Soon turned out had a heart of glass. Seemed like the real thing won't let you find. Much mistrust, love gone behind. In between, but what I find is pleasing and I'm feeling fine. Love is so confusing, there's no peace of mind. If I fear I'm losing you, it's just Jewish life. Ooh, oh, ooh, well, I guess that's about it. I could hoot my way right out of here. Thank you very much. Thank you. Party hard, party hard. We really tried to, you know, break down some borders and to be adventurous and creative and yet, you know, I don't know, just do what wasn't sort of beyond our reach, but sort of to break ground where we could. And I don't know what we'll do next.